Live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Good morning. Happy Saturday. Mia, you are here this morning, so happy to have you.
I have not been here in a while, I feel like, on GMSA weekend, so I am excited to be here as well.
We love to have you, and I loved waking up to wet ground this morning.
Yes.
I didn't even hear it. I just opened the door and I was like, oh, it's raining. It was light though.
Very light. Yep. The east side really yesterday saw kind of one of the better downpours that we had move through San Antonio. And it's not going to be for everybody this weekend, but some more spotty downpours are certainly possible both today and into Sunday. Take a look at Authority radar right now. Again, as Sarah mentioned, we had a few very light showers push across parts of San Antonio overnight. We're waking up this morning to some pockets of moderate to even heavy rain, mainly east of Highway 281. Some of the more notable activity now moving through Gonzales County, crossing over Highway 97 near Cost. This is going to be approaching the Oak Forest as well as Gonzales area right near Highway 90. That will be moving in from the south over the next few hours. Here in San Antonio, pretty quiet right now. Just a 20% chance to rain over the next few hours. We're in the mid 70s as well. Into this afternoon, there's that 40% chance for a few more spotty hit or miss showers. Again, do not cancel your weekend plans, but probably a good idea to at least keep the umbrella handy should you briefly need to use it. High temperatures in the upper 80s, near 90 degrees in the Alamo City this afternoon. So that's going to be the big theme this weekend. Hit or miss rain, once again, pretty much copy and paste into tomorrow. Enjoy these rain chances while they are here, because we're going to start to see some changes work in when it comes to our overall weather pattern into next week. High pressure takes back over by Monday, which means rain chances come down and temperatures crank back up into the 90s by Monday afternoon. Also going to be monitoring for some Saharan dust. We're going to get you all those details plus the latest version of your Futurecast coming up in just a bit, Sarah.
Mia, thank you. Now to a traffic alert that could impact your weekend plans. We're talking about Loop 1604 at I-35. It's actually going to stay open this weekend, so that's some good news. The area was going to see some closures for ongoing road construction, but due to concerns over the weather, TxDOT is pushing those closures back to next Friday, August 2nd. And we know that navigating all the road closures in and around San Antonio can often feel like an impossible task. That's why we want to help you out as best as we can. So scan this QR code that's on your screen right now for a complete list of road closures in detours that you can take. So that way you can plan your route to your favorite weekend locations. A man in his 20s is dead this morning after what San Antonio police are calling a botched drug deal that ended in a shooting. This happened around 7 yesterday on East Dulling Court near I-37 and Hot Wells Boulevard. Police say a group of people were meeting at a home to deal drugs, and at some point guns were drawn and shots were fired. One man was killed in the backyard. We're also told that a person took off in a black vehicle and police are still looking for them. Meanwhile, a teenager is recovering after a separate shooting. This one happened on a street called Timco West. That's on the northwest side near Bandera and Callahan. Leon Valley police say a 14-year-old was shot in the foot. He's in the hospital overnight and is expected to be okay. Officers say the teen victim told them he was just walking down the road with his friend when he was shot. No word on any suspects at this time. A teenager is facing a manslaughter charge this morning after a deadly assault happening downtown. According to SAPD, 18-year-old Jeremy James Obregon allegedly attacked a man outside of a hotel on the Riverwalk back on July 14th. The victim, 42-year-old Thomas Weaver, died this past Monday after being taken off life support. Obregon was arrested on Tuesday and charged with manslaughter. He has been released on bond. And that assault downtown is just one of the 3 deadly incidents involving tourists that have happened in the last 3 months. You may remember back in May, an 80-year-old woman died after being caught in the crossfire of a downtown shooting. And just this week, Jasper ISD cheerleading coach Aiden Burt died after being shot in the back at a bar downtown. The CEO of Centro SA thinks adding more security like police officers and cameras can help deter crime because doing nothing will just make the problem worse.
Well, I've always said, so goes downtown, so goes the rest of the city, because downtown is the heart and soul of San Antonio. So we have to be laser focused on keeping downtown safe, especially when we have a very high rate of tourism activity that's down here.
A recent poll on KSAT.com, we asked viewers, do you go out less often because of safety concerns? More than 800 of you voted, 81% saying yes, and 19% said no. Well, a week after that major global tech meltdown, the world's busiest airport is still trying to get back on track. And for hundreds of Delta Airlines flyers, that means lost luggage. Friday, dozens of unclaimed bags were seen sitting at baggage claim at Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport. Delta Airlines has apologized to its customers and promised 10,000 Sky Miles to everyone impacted. The Atlanta-based airline said it is back to normal operations and said its customers can file a claim online for lost baggage. Boar's Head has recalled more than 200,000 pounds of ready-to-eat deli meats due to a potential listeria contamination. The U.S. Department of Agriculture says the recall includes all of Boar's Head's liverwurst products and a variety of hams, bologna, salamis, and bacon. 34 people in 13 states have gotten sick from the sliced meat. The potential outbreak has been linked to 33 hospitalizations and 2 deaths. Consumers are warned to look for the established number EST 12612. So if you have a recalled product, the item should immediately be thrown out or returned. Well, happening this morning, the Back to School Health and Resource Fair will be going on in District 3. The event includes school supply giveaways, health services and resources, and fun for the kids. The resource of fair starts at 8 this morning at 1956 W.W. White Road. Our Devin Karp will be out there to show us what you can expect from the fair and how you can prepare your little ones for the upcoming school year. 6:07, 76 degrees. Hey, still ahead. The Olympic Games officially kicked off. We'll share the highlights from last night's opening ceremony. Very avant-garde. And okay, coming up, a North Side neighborhood has had enough of constant flooding problems. Learn how they're appealing to the city for much needed change. That's coming up next. 76 degrees. It is muggy out there because if you're like me, you might have some light dampness on the roads this morning and sprinkles. Will they stick around throughout the day, throughout the weekend? Mia's here. She's going to explain when we come back. Well, this is what multiple families on the northwest side struggle with anytime it rains. Their front lawn suddenly turning into swamps. As our Avery Everett tells us, this community is now calling for the city for a solution.
Like, actually, it's a river.
Raging waters rip through Nicole Stewart's yard just about any time it rains.
It goes everywhere.
Flooding like this is a reality for multiple families.
It's a big headache.
Living on Lynn Street and Winbrook Drive on the northwest side.
They're all damaged because of the amount of water that comes off of the street.
Even on a dry day, the long-lasting effects of this flooding are frustrating neighbors. You can see the dirt and debris starting to pile up here in the street. But inside their homes, neighbors say the damage is already done.
Everything floods at once, and you want to get to all of it before everything gets ruined.
Stewart took this video on Tuesday showing the water sweep through her one-story home. And across the street, Lindsay Lopez says her backyard turned into a swimming pool.
I measured it right here just from the center of the yard.
She snapped this picture showing 7 inches of water covering her yard.
It's damaging our property. It's very unsanitary.
I had to come out during the rain and put up that brick wall just to try to get it to come this way, and it was still going in and still flooding up.
Neighbors say they first reported the issue back in 2018. A couple of months ago, the city installed small berms to help. But this video Stewart shot on Tuesday shows they aren't enough. San Antonio Public Works says it's found the money to fund a future drainage project here, but there is no timeline.
Oh, they've promised to do it several times and nothing has ever really been done.
This neighborhood says it's drowning and it needs the city's help. Avery Everett, KSAT 12 News.
And Mia, I don't know nothing like that kind of rain this weekend.
No, we're not expecting widespread flooding issues or anything like that. But sometimes, I mean, that just goes to prove that if you see a very slow moving downpour and you already have some of those pre-existing issues in place, rain can sometimes be too much of a good thing. And so, yes, we'll monitor for maybe some localized street flooding at best with some heavy downpours today and tomorrow. But again, it's going to be few and far between. Not expecting the coverage, especially like what we saw earlier this week on Tuesday, where we had some flooding issues, especially across portions of the hill country. But for a few areas, mainly east of I-35 this morning, we are already waking up to some pockets of moderate to even heavy rain. Pretty quiet here in San Antonio, the hill country, and even out west near the Rio Grande. But take a look at Lavaca County. A nice little downpour just passed through Hallettsville. That's now moved north of Highway 90, east of 77. A little bit farther off to the west, still monitoring this heavy rain that's pushing over 97 just to the southwest of Gonzales. That's going to be moving closer to the Oak Forest area, maybe even St. James, depending on how well it can hold together. New Braunfels, really just to the east of your area. We've seen a nice little heavy downpour push across the radar site right there in northern Guadalupe County. That's also going to work its way closer to the I-35 corridor near Hunter over the next 15 minutes. The better chance of finding some more spotty hit or miss rain this afternoon throughout the day today is still going to be along and east of the I-35 corridor. But notice here on your Futurecast by lunchtime, it's possible we see a few isolated to spotty showers develop closer to San Antonio. Again, a 40% potential, maybe some more activity later on this afternoon and into the evening across portions of the coastal plains near Floresville, Karnes City, Kennedy, even Hallettsville again. So that's something we will be monitoring for areas that maybe are a little saturated from previous rain found this week. Again, a few isolated street flooding, minor issues will be possible, but not really expected widespread or anything like that. So we're going to call it a 40% potential today. Slightly better chance tomorrow, a 50% chance for some more hit or miss showers and downpours here and there. But notice after that, rain chances pretty much drop off by Monday and throughout the vast majority of the upcoming work week. So let's talk about those changes. Thanks to a few different lobes of low pressure, that's what's been helping spark these daily chances to find some of that activity out there on authority radar. Those are going to move away from the state of Texas into early next week, and then focus turns to high pressure, that big blue H that's going to work into Texas as well. With high pressure systems, we see sinking air that helps temperatures warm and also means that rain chances pretty much shut off again by Monday. Notice those temperatures, we're still in the upper 80s officially here in town this afternoon and into tomorrow. We're in the low 90s by Monday, and then mid to upper 90s expected by the middle to later portions of next week. By the way, that's also when we will be monitoring for some Saharan dust to work back into the south central Texas sky. Until then, temperature-wise, here's what we're waking up to this Saturday morning. 76 degrees officially in town. Upper 60s for places like Bernie as well as Comfort. Throughout the remainder of the day, there's that 30% chance to rain throughout the morning, transitioning to a 40% potential into the afternoon. 82 degrees for any lunchtime plans. A high temperature right near 88 in San Antonio. Still more of the same expected into tomorrow. As we mentioned at the top of the newscast, don't cancel any of your weekend plans, but keep the umbrella in the car just to be on the safe side. Mid to upper 90s, drier pattern takes over next week with more sunshine returning. So Sarah, I'm just very thankful that we found this atypical late July weather pattern over the past few days, because we definitely have needed the rain. We'll take a look at some of the totals, what we've seen here in town and how our area lakes are doing coming up in a little bit.
And I just hope that this amount of rain keeps us cooler come August, because we know how brutal it can be.
Exactly. And just to think this time last year, you know, we were dealing with so many triple digits. It's a nice change of pace to see.
Definitely PTSD from that.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Mia. Okay, still ahead. The games have begun. We have a look at yesterday's very avant-garde opening ceremonies in Paris coming up next. All eyes were on the City of Lights yesterday as the Summer Olympics gets underway in Paris. And what an opening ceremony it was despite all that rain. ABC's Chuck Severson has the latest.
A spectacle on the Seine at the opening ceremony of the Paris Olympics. For the first time in history, a flotilla of athletes parading down the famed river instead of an Olympic stadium amid the backdrop of a glittering Eiffel Tower. Tennis champ Coco Gauff and basketball star LeBron James leading the 500-plus strong American delegation. The pouring rain not dampening the occasion. A rider on horse galloping along the river. Creators say it represents the Olympic spirit. A balloon carrying the cauldron, a tribute to the first flight in a hydrogen-filled airship which took place in Paris in 1783. Celine Dion, despite battling a rare neurological disorder, delighting the crowd. Nearly 10,000 miles away in Tahiti, French Polynesia athletes welcoming the start of the Games, where surfing events will take place. Honolulu's Carissa Moore, the first ever Olympic women's champion in shortboard surfing, pouring sand at a ceremony. On Saturday, 10-time medalist Katie Ledecky takes to the pool for the women's 400-meter freestyle. Team USA also goes for gold in the men's 4x100-meter freestyle and women's synchronized diving. Chuck Sievertson, ABC News, New York.
And the first gold medal has been won this morning by China, defeating South Korea in a shooting competition. All right, it's 6:22 and 76 degrees. After the break, David Elder will have a sneak peek of today's edition of Texas Eats. Stick around. Okay, today at 10 a.m., a new episode of Texas Eats. David Elder serves up some chorizo sliders with APCO brand meats. Take a look.
So this is a pulpo la gallega. Traditional, comes from the north of Spain, Galicia. It's been done for many years. Now it's renowned all over Spain. Octopus we actually bring from Spain.
Beautiful flavors from the octopus. Joining us today from APCO brand meats, Jay Rowe. Jay, thanks for joining us again.
Thanks for having me.
Every time you come by, we're making something tasty. And today is no different, you guys. Today we have something special. We're gonna be using these slider buns. They're gonna be making al pastor chorizo sliders. These things are nuts. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's go.
First, we're gonna add some basil. These right here, these are already piped. This is mascarpone. This is some of that creaminess, that saltiness that you have on there as well.
Yeah, it's sweet mascarpone. Put a little bit of nice honey on here. Hear that?
Oh, that's a crunch.
I'm really confused. I was expecting like chorizo and queso, and that was a pizza. I don't know. That's what we have to watch, right, Mia? Yes. Okay. Okay. It is 6:26, 76 degrees. Coming up, we have an update on the latest happening at Delia's Tamales. That's up next. And we have some more information about the airport meltdown coming up. Good morning. It's 6:30 a.m. Saturday, July 27th. Mia, we're almost through July.
Can't believe
we're
it.
saying it feels like such a long month, but it is because we have 31 days.
We have 31 days, and there's just been a lot of news. There's been a lot of weather.
Yeah.
There's been so many things happening over the past several weeks, including some much-needed rain in South Central Texas. That is something that, as you all know, we don't typically see this time of year. We normally are just dealing with that heat, high-pressure system, which, yes, it's coming back next week. So enjoy the rain while it is here. Quiet in San Antonio, but folks across our far eastern counties, Gonzales County, Lavaca County, even parts of DeWitt and Karnes County now starting to see some light to moderate, even some pockets of heavy rain move in from the south. This is generally working farther up to the north as well as the east. Gonzales, you'll likely be seeing a little bit of heavy rain over the next 30 minutes or so. Same near the Highway 181 corridor for places like Karnes City, Falls City, even over in the Kennedy area as well. Again, not a whole lot going on right now in the Alamo City. We've got the cloud cover in place. Temperatures are in the 70s for the most part. 76 degrees over at SA International, just a degree lower in New Braunfels. Del Rio 77, Bernie, and even Comfort waking up to the upper 60s right now. Yes, we have the cloud cover in place. We'll keep a 20 to 30% potential for a few isolated showers to pop up closer to San Antonio this morning. 82 degrees for any lunchtime plans that you may have later later on today. Into the afternoon, bumping it up to just a 40% chance. I think some spotty hit or miss showers and downpours will still be possible. Highs in the upper 80s, some low 90s possible, especially west of the I-35 corridor where rain chances aren't necessarily as high today. Copy and paste for the most part into Sunday, and don't cancel your weekend plans, but keep the rain gear in the car should you need to pull it out for just a little bit if we do see a downpour pass by. After that, next week, the big story is going to be high pressure taking back over, warmer temperatures, drier, and even some Saharan dust moving in by midweek. We're going to get you all those details, Sarah, coming up a little bit later on.
Mia, thank you. The Seguin community is remembering the life of a teenager who died on Thursday after a car crash on Wednesday. A moment of silence and services will be held for 17-year-old Chloe Belichick this afternoon. The moment of silence will be held at 3:30 today across from St. James Catholic Church in Seguin, followed by a mass in her honor at 4 o'clock. Police say Belichick was a passenger in a vehicle that was involved in a minor two-car crash along Highway 123 near Lovelady Lane, but a third vehicle, a pickup truck, crashed in the car and she was sitting in on the highway. It's not clear if the truck driver will face charges. And we're continuing to follow the legal issues behind Delia's Tamales. On Wednesday, we told you about how the FBI raided several of its locations, including one in San Antonio on Hausman Pass. The raids come as the owners face a federal lawsuit over stealing wages from workers. However, we still don't know if the raids are connected to this lawsuit. When we asked an FBI spokeswoman about the raids on Wednesday, we were given a statement that says, in part, quote, "We can confirm that we are performing court-authorized law enforcement activity," end quote.
I'd be speculating, that they were involved somehow.
So that was the attorney representing the 27 former Delia's employees in a lawsuit. They claim the restaurant chain created fake social security numbers to hire undocumented employees and then didn't pay them for all of their hours worked. So although Gonzalez did not want to speculate if the FBI raids were somehow connected to his client's lawsuit, he did not rule it out. We have also called and emailed attorneys for Delia's Tamales, but we have not heard back yet. Two major airlines are competing with San Antonio International Airport for that new route to D.C. in May. 5 slots opened up for direct flights to and from Reagan National Airport. So city leaders have pushed to secure a direct flight from San Antonio to Reagan National Airport. For years, American Airlines says it will step up to offer service. The president of the Greater San Antonio Chamber of Commerce says work is still being done to land that spot.
We're continuing to work the bipartisan angle of this to support this. We're going to be screaming. We're not going to be stopped until this is, fully approved by the FAA and by Congress.
So our United and JetBlue argue they're more deserving of those slots, taking some digs at the Alamo City. So in case you missed it, KSAT kicked off our first episode of Your Voice South Texas. It's a new series that's about politics without passing judgment. For the next few months, we are going on a listening tour, visiting different parts of our region to hear the things you're most concerned about. Our first stop was in Uvalde.
Do you think you listen to other people too who disagree with you? Sure. And are you willing to say, okay, you have a point there. I don't agree with you, but
I have to. If I don't, I've put myself in a box and I've closed off, and I'm no better than anyone else. I have to listen to, because I'm certainly not a knower of all. I have to be open-minded enough to listen to other people's truths as well, because what I believe is not always perfect. I have to listen.
So people there also mentioned the need to see humanity in people and to be able to work together to improve the country. Go ahead and scan a QR code right there on your screen to watch episode 1 of Your Voice South Texas right now. If you need a reason to feel hopeful about political discourse, you'll want to see this episode. Okay, a Guadalupe County food truck is turning heads after less than 5 years on the road. Smokin' Bros Barbecue was voted the country's best food truck in radio station KWED's Top Choice Awards. So Zaria Oates went out there to see what makes this food truck so special.
Josh Balderas is the owner of Smokin' Bros Barbecue Food Truck.
3 years ago, I left my corporate job. We bought a food truck 2 months later, and it's been insane ever since.
His truck is based in Marion, a place he's pretty familiar with.
Raised in Marion, graduated from Marion. All my kids go to Marion. The community is 100% behind us.
With the help of a few smaller hands,
I do like working with my family most of the times.
Customers voted Smokin' Bros Barbecue the best food truck and caterer in Guadalupe County this year.
The best part is that he puts mozzarella on the outside and then burns it before he gets that crispy, where you can get a crispy crunch.
It takes a village to keep the grill hot and the orders flowing.
It's just in a small town, so it's so nice to have so many people be so supportive and welcoming.
So Balderas makes sure to give back to the people who've given him so much.
I do try to do a lot for the high schools, middle schools, and elementaries here in Marion, where we go and post up and we'll feed the teachers at all the campuses when we can.
My favorite part is that it's just so family oriented.
In Marion, Zaria Oates, KSAT 12 News.
That kid is going places. He really is. He was precious. All right, 6:38, 75 degrees. Still ahead, UTSA's first ever Helmets and Heels event gets started this morning. Our SA Live team has a preview of what you can expect. And coming up, no one is comfortable during extreme heat, especially pregnant women. We'll hear from an OBGYN on what pregnant women should do to keep themselves healthy in this extreme heat. And we've actually been pretty lucky this month with all the rain we've gotten, and I think this weekend, as Mia's saying, is kind of the tail end of that luck streak. What we can expect shower-wise in our viewing area, and later in the week as things heat up, Mia will have our forecast when we come back. Extreme heat can be dangerous for anyone, but people who are pregnant are especially vulnerable. Exposure to high temperatures can not only harm them, but they can also lead to complications with pregnancy. Mandy Gaither talks to an OBGYN about what every pregnant woman should know during a heat wave.
Extreme heat and pregnancy. It's not just uncomfortable, but also potentially dangerous.
Pregnant women are at increased risk of heat exhaustion and heat stroke due to the fact that there's a lot of physiologic changes that causes differences in blood flow in their bodies.
Dr. Catherine Caponero, an OBGYN with Cleveland Clinic, says not only can extreme heat be harmful to the person who's pregnant, it can also cause complications for the developing fetus.
So trying your best to do all that you can in your control in order to stay cool and to keep your body healthy is really important for your pregnancy.
To stay safe in the heat, Caponero says try to stay inside during the hottest times of the day. If you do go out, wear light-colored clothing in layers to help keep you as cool as possible. Check the air quality index. Breathing polluted air can cause harm to pregnant people. And finally, stay hydrated. Caponero recommends consuming between 8 and 12 glasses of water a day.
A lot of pregnant women can't tolerate straight water, so sometimes flavoring that with fruits or even a splash of juice can be really helpful.
Since you know your body best, Caponero says if something doesn't feel right in the summer heat, talk to a doctor.
Making sure that you are watching yourself, taking care of yourself, and listening to your body is one of the best things that you can do as a pregnant patient.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
And Mia, we've been very fortunate that we haven't had that extreme heat that we had last summer in the month of July.
Exactly. Yeah, the past several days have been a little bit of a breath of fresh air, if you will, getting some much needed rain and, of course, a break from those extreme temperatures. I mean, this time last year, as you just mentioned, we were dealing with day after day of triple-digit heat, in some cases record-breaking heat. This week has not been the case. Again, just some nice rain falling across South Central Texas, and those temperatures combined to the upper 80s and low 90s. Speaking of the rain, Let's talk about the good news in the rainfall department here in San Antonio. At least the average for the month of July is about 2.41 inches of rain. This month, we have already seen over 3 inches of rain at San Antonio International Airport. So it will be an above average month by the time all is said and done in terms of rain, and also a really nice change of pace from last year, July 2023, 0.17. That was all we were able to see. And some of our area lakes, reservoirs, and even some rivers are responding in a positive way because of this rain. The Medina Lake watershed up in Bandera County saw a good 6 to 7 inches of rain over the past 8 to 9 days. It's up over 5 feet, which is great news, but still only 3.6% full. So we have a bit of a ways to go when it comes to still filling Medina Lake back up. Canyon Lake up over a foot as well, percent full 57.5, but it's still about 23 feet below the conservation pool. So we'll be keeping tabs on those numbers with the potential to find a few more spotty downpours at times today and into tomorrow. Something else that's also seen some of those benefits from the rain, the Edwards Aquifer, up over 6 feet as of yesterday's reading, 635.7 since July 18th. We'll get a new reading in later on this morning and of course bring that to you as well. Here in San Antonio, not a whole lot going on when it comes to rainfall right now. It is quiet up across the hill country and even out west near the Rio Grande, but a different story east of I-35 across our eastern counties. Gonzales here waking up to some light to moderate rain just off to your southwest near Cost as well as Somerville. Had a little bit of heavy rain that's actually weakened as of the past few scans. Leesville, though, starting to see some of that heavy rain work in from the south. So that's going to continue to work its way farther up to the northeast over the next couple of hours. We've also seen some additional development off to the southwest near Karnes County, Karnes City, Fall City, right along 181. Going to be dealing with some of that heavy rain here over the next 30 minutes or so. Better chances throughout the remainder of this Saturday of finding some additional spotty downpour activity going to reside in locations along and east of the I-35 corridor. So you'll notice here on your Futurecast by noon, a few isolated showers possible closer to San Antonio, so keep the umbrella handy just to be on the safe side. Later on this afternoon, south of Highway 90, a few more showers certainly possible. Again, those better chances across portions of the coastal plains. For the most part, pretty quiet through the overnight, but by tomorrow morning, just ahead of sunrise, a few isolated downpours could potentially start to develop. Tomorrow's a slightly better chance, but still not for everybody. About a 50% potential for the back half of the weekend's plans, and then notice after that those rain chances start to come down by Monday and into next week. Very briefly, do want to talk about Saharan dust. We have a little bit of a light concentration in the sky right now. No issues expected when it comes to air quality today and over the next couple of days, but by Wednesday of the upcoming week, that's when we could start to see a thicker plume of Saharan dust work in. For the most part, you'll just notice a haze in the sky, especially with more sunshine in the forecast. Also, maybe some colorful sunrises and sunsets, but we will monitor just how thick that plume is for the potential to see a few notable dips to air quality. So we'll have more details on that in the days ahead. Till then, just a few more chances for some nice rain.
All right, I'm going to embrace those showers this weekend.
Embrace it. Yes, absolutely. It's good to see for this time of year, especially considering we're going to be back to a summer-like pattern next week.
Probably.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mia. It's 6:48, 75 degrees. Coming up, UTSA's first ever Helmets and Heels event gets started this morning. Our SA Live team has a preview of what you can expect. That's next. Take a look outside with TransGuide out on the roads, 10 at Probant. Things, pretty smooth this morning. Not seeing any major incidents out there on our cameras. If we see any flashing lights, we'll let you know about it. Ladies who love football, this one's for you. UTSA is hosting its first ever Helmets and Heels event today, and it's all for a good cause. SA Live's Fiona Gorstiza and Jen Topias-Strusky hit the field for a preview.
Listen up, up, ladies? This is an unbelievable new opportunity for you to get an inside look at your favorite football team. And joining me now is April and Sarah, and we have Carrie Trailer with Helmets and Heels. Hi, ladies.
Hi, how are you doing,
I'm
Jen?
great. I love the orange. I tried to coordinate with the blue here.
You did great. You did great.
Thank you. Happy to be here today. Let's talk about the event. What do we need to know?
Well, it's going to happen this Saturday already. So if you don't have plans, or if you want to cancel the plans you have, this Saturday at 9 a.m. here at the UTSA race facility, we're inviting all the ladies to come out and join us and learn a little bit about the UTSA football team.
I love this idea. How did you guys get this started?
So this is our first year to do it, and we're going to be meeting right here where we're standing. And if there's a little bit of rain, we're going to meet inside the lobby, but it's not going to change anything else that we're doing.
Right.
Okay, good to know. Rain or shine.
Yeah, and I had to tell you, I saw my daughter at the camp, the UTSA camp, and I said, I want in on this. I want to learn some too. I know your son attended the UTSA camp as well. So this is a chance to, bring the ladies together.
So what is the event going to be all about? What can people expect when they come, and what should they plan for?
So what to expect, we're going to have, in the morning, we're going to have mimosas and tacos and shopping and auction items. And then we're going to say a few words and then get started on some rotations inside.
We have like photo ops in the locker room with all the props and everything. We have a little bit of X's and O's. We're going to actually meet with the offensive coordinator and the defensive coordinator where they'll teach them a little football. We're doing a wives panel, and their husbands are there, so there's like a question and answer time.
This is so cool.
Yeah.
I love this event. Now, it's a silly question, but is it just for the ladies?
It is mostly just for the ladies.
Okay.
It's catering to the ladies.
Gotcha.
We have a few men that snuck in.
If a few men come in with some checks, I am not going to say no. They bring their checks with them. I'm going to invite them in for sure.
Got it. Okay, and UTSA football, obviously very important to the city. What does it mean to you, ladies?
Right. So UTSA to me, I'm an alumni. I'm on the athletics board as well. And to me, when the UTSA football does really well, you're bringing the city together. A lot of energy, a lot of alumni, but a lot of eyeballs on UTSA as a whole. And so when UTSA as a whole does well, San Antonio does well, and then Aunt Sierra probably does well too. So not only just helping kids get their education, but it's really about the spirit and helping the city out as well. So it's just more than just a game.
Got it. Bringing everybody together. Yep. I love that. Okay, I hear there's a deal for SA Live viewers.
That's right. So if you go to goutsa.com/helmets and heels, and you sign up there for this event, if you put in SA Live, you get $10 off the price.
Got it. Okay, that's a great deal. Now, I'd really like to get a taste of some football. Now, I know you're not going to do this at the event, but you think I can do some drills?
I think so. I think the guys are ready to throw a few passes at you. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
All right, let's do it. Okay, wow, that was fun. They put me to work. The inaugural UTSA Helmets and Heels event will be held this Saturday from 9 a.m. to noon at the Roadrunner Athletic Center of Excellence or Race Facility on UTSA's main campus. Tickets are $60 each and parking is available for free. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to immerse yourself in the world of football and gain valuable insights from the pros.
For more information, head to our website, salive.com. Be sure to click the As Seen on SA Live tab. Thank you, ladies.
Well, first of all, shout out to Jen. That was a great pass. All right, SA Live airs weekdays at 1 p.m. on KSAT 12. Scan that QR code right there on your screen for more arts, culture, food, and fun celebrating San Antonio. All right, it's 6:56 and 75 degrees. We'll be right back. If you're looking for something to do today, how about visiting the Botanical Gardens? They will be offering free admission to all visitors today. This is a big deal. They're also allowing your four-legged friends to enjoy the garden as well. Oh, I remember these days. They're my favorite. During July and August from 8 a.m. to noon, visitors can bring their dogs to the Botanical Gardens for free. Read this story on KSAT.com.
Dogs and free admission? That's kind of amazing.
That's
amazing. All right, we may need to dodge a few downpours here and there today. Right now, a lot of the activity is east of I-35. We'll keep eyes on it. Another update coming later on this morning.
Thanks, Mia. Hey, don't go anywhere. Good Morning America is next, and then we'll be back here at 8 a.m.